So, the feedback that we had from our audience allowed us to have
a range of comments about our music video,
and we learnt a lot about our music video, what we could improve, what are the advantages, the disadvantages, and obviously the improvements that we got.
We asked a range of people to give their opinion about our music video.
We asked them questions such as, who do you think our target audience is? And they mainly said that our target audience looks like young adults and people who like to dance, so dance crews, because it's quite a catchy track, and dance crews would be likely to watch our music video and dance to it.
By that, most of the comments said that the music video is related to pop genre, and dance.
So we learned that the track and the music video combined together is something that gives the audience pleasure to watch, and then they can actually do the same actions as we're doing in the music video. So it's a bit of a hypodermic kind of model that is presented there. So what they didn't like about our music video is the overlays that did not match the footage, because some of the overlays weren't supposed to match the footage, but then the audience was...
They found that it had to match the footage, so it kind of like made it look like it's not professional, but it is.
But we had to make a scrap kind of look.
To go a bit messy. We mainly did that in the living room setting, because our initial idea was for it to be dirty, messy, and a bit scruffy.
But what we learned from our audience is that it looks just perfect, and it doesn't look messy. So it looked more like a setting of a house, which we intended to do. However, they did not find it messy or dirty.
The lighting with our music video, they found that it had to be more brighter. So it kind of...
It kind of says that we have to make our lighting brighter when we create a music video in the future, for example. And they did like the variety of shots. However, they would want more variety. As in Taylor Swift Blank Space, you could see that they have a lot of shots, and the scene changes, and they have so many
different... They roughly have 3 locations.
However, we have just 2 locations, and then we have rotoscoping, but that's something
unique about music video.
Yeah. But we learned that audience likes to have a variety of everything rather than just have a bunch of everything.
Yeah, so good acting. Most of the comments said that our artists had good acting, so it made the music video more realistic. If that makes sense. Animation.
So the lip sync, the music video had a good lip sync, and they did not believe that we did not sing the track, like the artist didn't sing the track. They believed that it was actually sung by the person and not just lip sync.
That shows our lip sync was quite good. Most of the people who asked said that they don't really feel they were escaping anything. So they said no to escape.
So uses of gratification, what we learned is from a student's music video, people did not feel that they could escape or...
They found it more entertaining rather than...
They didn't relate to it, and they couldn't find any personal identity, or because it's an independent artist, they can't create personal relationships, or because they would not belong to a group because no one's talking about the music video.
One of the questions was if our music video is good for the target audience or if it's suited to them. Mm-hmm. So I think most of them said teenagers, so I think it is related to them mainly.
Yeah. So the audience said that they wouldn't want to watch it again because it's made by students, and if it was made by someone more professional, they would make they would watch it again and again. So they said that they wouldn't want to watch it again. So for what we learned out of it is that if they don't want to watch it again, what could we do? And then we thought of getting better equipment and
more quality, bit more narrative, maybe to make it a bit more interesting,
and make our editing skills better. So we thought that maybe next time we could learn more editing skills, and then
after that they gave us an overall feedback about our music video, and they said that it's semi-professional.
Because it's not quite professional, but it's not
It's not amazing.
Mm-hmm. So they said that it's quite semi-professional, so in the middle, really.
Yeah.
And what we learned from it is that, you know, even though we tried, we couldn't make a professional music videos because there was not a variety, that amount of variety that of shots that they would expect in professional music videos, and there wasn't any. Sometimes it was a bit out of focus. So some people said that it was sometimes a bit out of focus and then it goes back into focus, but then we didn't pay attention to these little details, but the audience allowed us to recognize our mistakes.
So in the future we'll make sure that when we do filming that everything is on focus, every shot. Okay. Animation?
Yeah, so they talked a lot about our animation. They really liked our animation.
That was the main concept, really, because our whole thing did include rotoscoping, which is animation.
And then she's in her thoughts, so we explained to the audience that she's thinking about what she wants to dance, and it links also with the lyrics analysis. And then the audience gave us the feedback that it's really good, well edited, and the animation.
They understood that after us explaining it, so they didn't really get the information based on the music video.
That's what we learned, so we would just have to give a plot to the audience first, and then they would understand the concept of the music video. Otherwise they would just think of why is it going to rotoscopy. However, it's not too jumpy, it just doesn't go to rotoscopy all of a sudden, but
it merges all.
It merges. They found that the variety of shots were goes with the beat. So what we learned is that our editing skills, however, weren't perfect, were at a certain extent quite good, because it allowed the audience to expect cuts at certain points.
This is again rotoscoping our place, the overlays.
Some people found the overlays quite out of place.
Okay, this is.
And then diversification. The people said to us that it doesn't.
They said no.
Yeah, they said no. It doesn't allow them to escape.
It doesn't relate to them. It doesn't relate to them at all. It's like entertaining? Well,
it's moreover for teenagers' problems that they said. So young adults said that they have different kind of problems in this kind of age. So what we learned is do a bit more. However, we did a lot of research on our target audience. We should have gone and asked people about what they would prefer to see in our music video rather than just making the music video.
Yeah.
So what we learned.
We should have got feedback from other people about our scenario, our storyline, and the sets that we're going to use. Would have gave us a bit more feedback.
So this was our audience, and this was their comments about our music video and what we learnt about it. And I think that it was quite useful, because then if next time we make a music video, we wouldn't make the same mistake.
Make sure we can cover most of the points that was mentioned.
And make sure that rotoscoping was in place, like in Disclosure music videos.
Yeah, Disclosure is a perfect example of our music video and theirs.
And make sure that the lighting is perfect.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And make sure we want people to
watch it and understand it.
Watch it again, and then they could relate it to the professional rather than something